Hi everyone, that's Dorota Palicka, International Nail Artist and Educator here, and today we are going to play with some pigment and 3D gel. Have a wee preview of these beautiful designs in here. So very delicate and quite interesting look, and I hope you really enjoy watching this tutorial. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Now let's start. I want you to see it like a zoom in from different angles because it's almost like a 3D design, so you can see it quite nice and interesting look, and I will show you how to do it. So first of all, we need to have some finished nails, and then we can apply some white color over it. So if you would do it on the client, what you will need to do is you will need to completely finish the nails, like I've got it there, finished nails, and apply the top coat over it, buff it, and then do this part of the design, because we do not apply the top coat over it. Okay, so you need those base, which is going to be top coated beforehand. If it would be a natural nails, then I would suggest you paint them white, top coated, buff it, and then that's what you would do it now. Paint another layer of the white. Okay, give it a cook. And I'm going to paint this one as well. So all white, and then cure as well. On my mixing palette, I'm going to take some blooming gel. You don't have to use the blooming gel. I just want to do a mixture of the design. So I've got the drop of the blooming gel, and then the drop of the white French gel. So I want some of it on its own and some of it mix it with the blooming gel. Put it on the side. The gel polish, you want to cure it 60 seconds. And then it's a time for pigments. So I'm just grabbing some baby wipes so I don't make a mess around it. And I want to go for definitely some blue, purple, pink. They are really highly pigmented pigments, obviously, as the name says. So I need to lighten them up, especially the purple and the blue, because I feel like they are a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do it is have some lint-free wipe and then clean my brush. So that's my brush for the pigments, like you wanted it to be dry but also nice and clean. So I just remove it, any pigments which might be left over, picking up a scoop of the white and another scoop of the white. Drop of the purple and then mix my purple there with white. And then drop of the blue, mix it with the white. So I don't want it as strong color. Okay, my tip is ready. And we are going to do some ombrage design. So I'm starting with the blue on the top and just apply it in. Because there is inhibition layer, the pigment sticks into the inhibition layer. And then going into the purple. and pink. So I'm applying it kind of like an ombre look, and then put it on the side. On this one we will use slightly different colors. So I want pink on the top, and then some orange, and a yellow. Put it on the side and then clean all the mess which we have created in here. So as I say, working with the pigments can be quite messy. That's why I always like to keep those wipe in here. And then we can move on into the next part of this design. So get rid of that. Let's do the first one. So I'm just removing the excess of the pigment. Removing the excess of the pigment. And then using the D-liner brush, we are going to paint the design. So I've got some mixture of the white gel, but also I've got a mixture of the gel with the white gel with the blooming gel. And we are going to paint some flowers. So I want to keep it kind of love heart shape. You want to make those kind of decent size. You don't want it to be too thin. So nice and decent size. And the last one. Okay, we also want to create some kind of lips or swirly parts in there. And same in here. So the places where we're placing the white, that's the places which are going to stay in and show our design. Okay, inside the flowers we are going to put some small vein. And now is the time to give it a cure to the design. Okay, on this one we are going to go swirly pattern. And again, you wanted it to be kind of decent in a size. You don't want it to be too thin. Okay, some kind of leaves. They're actually quite fun to create, those designs. And then I'm needing one more swirl in here for a balance. A really decent one. Yeah, and that's plenty. Give it a cook to it. And now is the time for a second part of this design. So the first one is cured, and I'm using the blue scrub, which is a Nail dehydrator, to clean everything. So this way we will remove the excess of the pigment and we will create a beautiful design. Okay, make sure you clean it really nice and properly so there is no pigment left over. And you can see it looks really pretty on its own, even just like that. But we are going to make it even prettier by applying some clear gel. So I'm using the fiber gel in clear. Let me quickly clean this one as well. This one will look so pretty. Like, take your time cleaning the excess of the pigment because you want to really the design to be in the right places. And then let's do it with the gel. So I'm picking up a scoop of the gel. And then place it, let me clean the brush, like with very, very thin lines. in some places. So this way we will create some texture. Okay, I want this leaf to be very raised. So does this one. And this one. I want also some parts of the flower to be raised. And then so the gel doesn't spread too much, cure it. Once you flash cure it, we are going to do a second roll. So pick up a small scoop again. And you can apply over the same places you have done it, plus some new places. So really depending how raised you want it, you would go over it as many times as you need to. Give it a flash cure. And now we can do it on this one as well. I really like how it looks on the leaves. Do it on the swirl. Depending on the temperatures, you might be able to do it just a few lines or quite a lot. So here is quite warm, and I don't want to do it too much because the gel will start spread. And then this one, we just have to take a drop of the top coat, so a top coat. And now I'm doing much thinner look. Over the gel. Cure it. On this one I want to work a little bit more, so again, clear gel. And you can see it, I can also change the shape a little bit with the gel too. So and the one in here. I'm going a little bit outside this time. Give it a flash cure. This one is ready, so I'm just going to use a drop of the UV cleanser to clean it more. And I can place it in our display. board. Okay, so we've got those raised look in some places, which is quite nice. It's a pretty unique design. Let's work more on this one. So you can see it, I'm also placing some extra texture on the places where we didn't have the design. Try to don't press too strong with the gel. You want to kind of leave it as raised as possible. And then give it a flash cure. Okay, and the last places. Flash cure it, and then the top coat. So I'm cleaning my brush, drop off the top coat. Now when painting with the top coat, we want to get really thin, and I will be flash curing quite often. Even for 2-3 seconds. Obviously the tip is quite warm, so I wouldn't be able to do it too many at the one time, because otherwise they just become too flat. Even those 2-3 seconds are good just to freeze the product. Because you can see it, how nice and sharp it is for a first 2 seconds, and then it becomes flatter. Okay, then once you're happy with it, I'm going to double check it. If I want any more places more raised. We can give it a final cure. And then I can show you all of the 3 designs which we have created today. And I hope you have enjoyed it and learned something new with it as well. Ideally, you want to do it like as little as possible so it doesn't spread too much. But that's the first one, so I'm just cleaning it well. And then we can put it to the collection. So you can see it, how nicely raised it is. manufacture. I'm sending you lots of glittery hugs and bye for now.